we're back on the bull crap. Hi, it's me.
Hi.
Keith the Dinosaur Boy VA. We're playing more Phoenix Wright Destiny Trials and Tribulations. I am here with the amazing Seven the Vampire. Say hi, Seven.
Hello. Hello, Governor.
And we're starting the trial.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Hi, Maggie.
Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh? But he was there when I took the coffee over, sir. Scout's honor.
I think this is Gumshoe? Question mark?
Probably.
Maggie! Yeah, okay.
Detective Gumshoe!
Are you doing alright? How are you feeling?
As if you need to ask either question, sir.
Don't let him get you down, Maggie. And don't forget to eat well, okay?
Roger.
And you! Yes? You'd better square this case away. Got it, pal? Maggie's innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself.
Jesus.
What on earth could you possibly mean by that?
He's gonna
Squaring
kill
away
you.
oh, okay. Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest.
I don't think that's legal.
I think he's serious. But I don't think that's legal.
Like, I don't think you can do that unless I actually break the law.
I don't think you can do that, Jumpshoe, but you know, whatever. Whatever, man.
Hey, detective, you're on our side for once, right?
Yep.
Actually, kind of usually on our side.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be able to help Maggie out, right? Really? Can you, sir?
Of course. I've got the situation under control. I'm gonna be the first witness on the stand today. If something I say doesn't mesh with the facts, make sure you point it out, alright? Sure. Okay, we're forming a united front today, pal. You got me?
Why don't you just say things that, you know what, he's a good... Can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, detective. I know I can count on you. Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh?
I can only wish. Hi, Godot.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Sorry. We're interrupting the fucking 11 p.m. drag race again.
We really are.
Huh. It. Mr. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ah!
What's wrong?
Nothing. It's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was, "You's a talking to me." It was a little, well, intimidating.
No, that wasn't me. That was a phony Phoenix.
I see. So our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he?
Trusty?
I like by this point the judges kind of started to warm up to Phoenix.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Godot, your opening statement, please. Mr. Trey, whether you're fake or real or the real deal, We'll find out soon enough through this trial today.
But I can already tell you, I'm the real Phoenix Wright.
I wasn't questioning whether you are Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. That's what I intend to find out. Didn't we break your undefeated record?
His undefeated record of 0-0?
Exactly. Look, I'm undefeated as well because
I've never defended or prosecuted anyone in court, ergo, I'm undefeated as a lawyer.
Exactly.
There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another.
As everyone is well aware, this court has already given the verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for irrelevant testimony during this retrial. Nor will I stand for simple repetition of evidence presented in the last trial.
I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said. Trust me.
Now then, Mr. Godot, please summon your first witness. Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation. Witness, state your name for the court.
Sorry, sir. The name's the police department. The name's police department detective. Occupation, Dick Gumshoe.
He's a little confused, but he's got spirit.
Okay, all right. Okay, cool.
Other way around, detective.
Huh? Sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday, sir.
Since yesterday?
Yeah, the guy who was on the initial investigations tied up with another case now.
I hope Gumshoe really got everything under control, for everyone's sake. I see. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you outline for the court the basic facts of this case?
Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn Elk. He was a professional programmer. I get it. It's a palindrome. Ah, that's funny.
Is it?
I mean, there are stupider names in this case, actually, now that I think about it, but we'll get to him. He was on the payroll of Blue Screens, Inc., a local company. Why are they called Blue Screens?
That's a terrible name.
It's a terrible name. I would never want to see a blue screen on my computer. This is the victim's autopsy report.
The court accepts this into evidence.
Here are the floor plans of the restaurant. When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. A poisoned coffee was brought over to him by the waitress.
The waitress being the accused.
Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of the coffee. At the time of the incident, there were two other people in the restaurant. Mr. Jean Armstrong, the owner and chef.
No, Jesus Christ, please don't make me voice him again.
And a regular by the name of Mr. Victor Kudo.
It seems to be a very straightforward case to me. Come, detective, take up this hammer and nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony.
Yes, sir. When the incident took place, the victim was alone in his stable, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenn Elg, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. And what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. And, it looks like Miss Bird might have had, some kind of motive.
Using the dark aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. See, lady. The facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but...
Yes?
Please, no intimidation tricks this time around. Is that understood?
I already told you, that wasn't me. Alright, let's see here. May as well. Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! It actually worked this time. Wow. Can I stop you for just a moment? Oh, what is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence? He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table. Yeah, that's what she said. And I...
What killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction?
Hey!
Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe?
Yeah, it's true. There are 2 testimonies tie up on that. They both said that there was no other guy at that table. What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? May as well. Well, maybe the other witnesses just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way.
Ha! That argument's as weak as a coffee at Tres Bien, Trey. I have here a ticket in my possession a ticket.
A ticket? Looks more like a photo to me.
Yes, this is a one-way ticket to a guilty vial. Population, the defendant. This photograph was taken from near the entrance to the kitchen. this scene is...
Oh, it's the judge.
This is the scene as witnessed by the chef the moment after the poisoning took place, correct? I think the court will agree that such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Tread, could anyone have overlooked a second person at this table? It certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly.
All right, well, that's not great. Okay, let's see here. There's poison from his coffee cup. Sure. Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! So, traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else? Not sure I get you, pal. Was the poison a liquid, or was it a powder? Oh, if I had to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance. So the poison could have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper.
Ha! Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee tonight?
The victim took his coffee black with no sugar.
It seems that the poison could have only been in the coffee.
What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not? May as well. Are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee? Huh? What do you mean? According to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim even drank any of it? Oh, hey, you're right. I think that he...
In case you were wondering, the last objection was for the detective there.
Huh? For me?
Oh, hey, you're right. You're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have the time to waste, you have the time to present that piece of evidence.
That piece, sir?
Yes, that piece.
What piece was it again?
This.
Should I be grateful that this coffee is only hard enough to give me first-degree burns? Jesus. Oh, now I remember. This is the, victim's coffee cup.
Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim. Oh yes, that is unmistakably it. Oh yes, it's unmistakable. There's clearly a coffee stain. Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the coffee that was in this cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death I did not finish.
Oh, okay, cool. For the record, the only prints that were on the cup were the victims and the defendants. Upon further investigation of the cup, we found a certain chemical substance. Uh-oh. This bird might have had some kind of a motive. Hold it! Hold it! Some kind of a motive? Yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion.
You know what my golden rule is, detective? Always check out bad cups of coffee. You can always get another.
Huh? I don't get it.
What I'm saying is that we can always get another witness on the stand if we have to chuck you out. So stick to the facts, detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive?
Come on, Gumshoe. She was, well, they said she wanted to steal a lottery ticket. I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday, too. It disappeared from the scene of the crime.
And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning lottery ticket for $500,000. Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he? But he stole the wrong one.
Then, is it possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do? Should I press on this point a little harder or not?
Maybe.
We gotta... Wait a minute! The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client.
I have here in my hand the very ticket in question. That's the $500,000 lottery ticket?
One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of the defendant. What?
Damn it. Order! Order! She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress. You will submit that ticket as evidence for the court immediately.
Better keep an eye on that ticket. The way that the judge's voice is quivering. Come on, they don't pay you enough, Your Honor? Jeez.
Probably not. A ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial, too. But it feels heavier now, somehow. $500,000, you say? Just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor.
I bet he wants to say it was found on Maggie's person.
Hang on, I think my dog wants out.
Alright.
Hear him huffing and puffing over there. Yes, I know. There we go.
You good?
Yep, I'm back.
Cool.
That's enough. Facts of this case seem overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit this crime. I like an old man who knows how to settle the score. Also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone proves a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, I might even be tempted to bend the rules. I don't mind an old man who is weak to the siren's call of money. Not good, Nick. The evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast.
Yeah, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already.
I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance. With one final decisive piece of evidence.
He's got more evidence against Maggie?
This is the apron the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time. Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've ever seen.
Got the coffee and the blood stain on it. That stain looks like... It can't be blood, can it?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Ha, it seems that the star of our little play is a little flustered.
Yeah, and Goto's definitely seeing that. Yeesh.
And somehow spilled coffee on herself.
Or not. The coffee? That's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye.
Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron.
Oh, yeah, yes. Never mind.
No, there's something that stands out even more. Something else? I presume you mean... Of course, I'm referring to the pocket.
Oh, okay, alright. The pocket?
A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. The potassium cyanide, the very poison used by the killer, was in her apron pocket.
A bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket? Yeah, and Maggie's prints were the only ones on it. What?
Uh-oh. Order! 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 This court will accept these items into evidence. There's still something bothering me, Mr. Godot. Why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court? Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be?
Huh?
Don't play games, prosecutor! The blood-covered stain that's smeared all over this apron. That's ridiculous! No one told me anything about a blood stain.
It's right there, huh?
Bro, it's writing.
It's right there. You can see it. It's right on the. Come on. You want to touch it? Like. You don't need to be told. Just look at it.
Well, detective, could the stain really be blood?
No way, sir. It's actually just ketchup, sir.
Okay.
Ketchup? She must have gotten some on her apron while taking some of their breakfast that day.
You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe. Pull a stunt like that again, and I'll have you drink 17 cups of ketchup, witness.
Ew. I thought everyone knew what that was already.
Nope. I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last verdict I ruled on this case. The motive is the motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence all have been clearly established. Well, Trite, it seems you really are a phony after.
Still kind of weird. Why didn't you notice the ketchup stain there, Godot? That's a little weird. You really know how to drive a man nuts.
Witness, please continue with your testimony. Describe to court the crime scene and the finding of your investigation there.
The crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kinda scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. Must have been really tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went on smoothly. When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene.
You identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good. Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Trite. Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one. So let the fun begin.
Alright. Let's see here. The investigation. Oh boy. The shock. Figured out who it was pretty quick and then the investigation went on smoothly. How'd you figure it out, actually? Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Okay.
Hold what?
Wait a sec! Huh? Did I say something dumb again?
You usually do, but, you know.
Just another day that ends in Y for Detective Dick Gumshoe. Name, Police Department Detective. Occupation, Dick Gumshoe. Let me paraphrase what you just testified to this court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him. That's basically what you said, yes? Yeah, basically. In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly? Oh. That. Oh, he's so let out. He's got the whole sagging shoulders, puppy eyes thing going. There was a prescription bag on the victim's table along with the lottery ticket.
Ah, fair enough.
Ah, gotcha.
It seems Mr. Glenn Elk Fuck is that one? It seems
What was
Mr.
that?
Glenn Elk visited his doctor before he went to Trace Bien.
We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds.
That's a reliable enough source for the court.
What should I do? Should I leave this alone or ask to hear more? Let's ask about the prescription bag. Ask about his health insurance. Oh shoot, what do they cover? I need some health insurance. I say that, but Phoenix probably does. Well, actually, the bag we found was empty. Huh? Yeah, completely empty. It was completely empty? Huh.
Ha! You're encountering an empty paper bag. You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence. Desperate, are you, trite?
Yes, but you don't need to make a scene out of it, jeez.
Now, what happened with the investigation after that, detective?
And the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. And that was it. Actually, what about this, huh? Objection! Detective Gumshoe, I think I should point something out to you. There is just one small contradiction in your testimony. Oh-ho! Ah, finally! Oh-ho!
I like how he says finally.
he's like, oh, thank God. No, I'm getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up, will ya? You testified that nothing else was missing from the crime scene. However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recover the medicine from the scene of the crime later? No, they didn't. The victim was given a prescription right before going to Tribulations. Where, then, did the medicine disappear to? You are too cool, man!
Indeed! Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence?
I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh? The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself.
Order! 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 Well, Mr. Godot, what have you to say to that? Ha! That's all.
What?
Read for the court the name of the clinic on the prescription bag, if you will.
What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? New ear... that's a... word. New ear otolaryngological... Pronunciation. Otolaryngol... Oh. Otto Octavius Clinic.
You know what? Fair enough.
Dr. Octopus.
Dr. Octagonopus.
Otolaryngological. Sure, whatever, man.
Fair enough. Just what kind of illness was the victim suffering from, Mr. Godot? Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like more like a bitter war wound, you could say.
No, elaborate on that. What on earth could you possibly mean?
A war wound? The day before the incident, Mr. Elk found himself in a fight.
Oh.
He took a blow to the side of his head and ruptured his eardrum.
Ooh.
That ain't good.
He ruptured his eardrum?
Then what on earth was the prescription he was given? It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal and not ingested.
Ah. What?
It's mentioned in the autopsy report, if you read the fine print. They found traces of medication in the victim's left ear. Yes, here it is. There in the very, very fine print. It seems that Mr. Elg correctly applied some of his medication while he was at Tres Bien. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication. Seems that this medication, it seems that the medication is irrelevant to the case after all.
No.
Nick! If you don't think it's something quick, it'll all be over.
She's right. But I can't get away with any weak old objection. And any old weak objection. What should I do? Medication. Sure. I mean, where would the cream be, anyways?
Only moments ago.
Only moments ago, Mr. Godot made the following statement. It seems that Mr. L correctly applied some of his medication when he was at Tres Bien. If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime?
But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal.
That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth.
I know as well, you know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide.
It hardly seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either. But it did. That possibility is undeniable.
That is enough. Mr. Godot, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Godot?
I've got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's that old man who was there at the restaurant on the day of the murder. Victor Kudo? The Pigeonator? The Pigeonator!
Pigeon Hater is fucking wild.
Not the Pigeonator, dude.
Fucking wild thing to call him, Phoenix. Very well.
Hi, Trent. How's it going? Just took some
Hey,
ibuprofen.
Trent. How's it going, Trent?
Yo.
The matter of the disappearing medicine seems a little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial. And that is still something that bothers me. Hey, good job, Nick.
Woo!
Hell yeah, we did it.
Wow!
The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess. After which we'll hear the prosecution's next witness. I suppose some ibuprofen to the head does wonders to keep you from going dead.
Something. Sure,
Someone
man.
have ibuprofen? I have a headache.
Wait, Ilya? Do you have ibuprofen? I have a headache. My last 6
I
cups.
just had to finish off my last 6 cups. Christ, bro.
Bro's just drinking.
Court is adjourned for recess. Phew, that was close.
Tell me about it. I nearly died in there.
That's my line, sir. No, it's my line. I think I really did die a little bit.
Only a little bit. Just a smidge.
They're all idiots. Looks like we're all nearly died there. Can't believe Detective Gumshoe! How could he betray us like that? Huh?
What the heck is happening out there? Alright.
Someone's racing again?
It sounded like trucks? Sure, man, whatever.
You racing truck?
Jeez.
You saying you've never raced a truck before?
I can't say that I have.
You've clearly never had a wild night.
I think I'd like to keep it that way, to be honest. A little bit of death as a treat, except for Phoenix. He just wants to fall.
Phoenix will die when death allows him to.
Yeah.
Said he'd help me. But he totally set me up.
I don't think he meant to do that, Mackie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's got to do his job, right?
It's okay. I know about lies, and betrayal. I've had them my whole life. But it really hurt this time. I feel like someone punched me hard in the stomach. I hate that guy. I don't ever want to see him again. Oh, poor Gumshoe.
Dang. Poor Gumshoe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the next mission is gonna be that old guy from the park, right?
Yeah, Mr. Kudo, lover of waitress outfits and projectile seeds. Don't phrase it like that.
I bet he's gonna be really stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways. Yeah, he's a big old grout.
Yeah, I can take whatever he throws at me, even those never-ending bird seeds. Not the unlimited bird seed works.
Unlimited bird seed. District 7, courtroom, blah blah blah.
Whoop.
I am buzzed. My brain. Court will now. There's a bot.
Oh, you good? Oh, okay, gotcha.
My brain's kind of fuzzy sometimes. You know, my
All
brain
good.
does.
Well, it's not even funny. You just make references to Fate sometimes in place of comedy. Don't piss me off.
Nah, I think we'll keep making references to fate. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Bird. Mr. Godot, your next witness, please. The prosecution calls.
I hate with all my hate. It ain't enough.
Yeah, and not enough to stop us. We will continue to reference this bullshit because that's how we be, you know. What was I saying? I lost track of my thought.
It's your line.
The prosecution calls a lucky old timer who caught the show over at the over a cup of coffee. The witness will the witness please take the stand?
Alright, I gotta voice this old dude again.
The voices I have to do. Name and occupation, if you don't mind.
The name is Victor Kudo, born and bred in the land of the rising sun. Honor and duty are what makes me. Mind you, I can be quite emotional at times too.
We don't need to hear about that, Mr. Kudo. Just tell the court your occupation.
My occupation? Listen, young'un. How much call do you think there is for kimono embroidery here?
Kimono embroidery?
That's what I do! Or did back in Japan. I embroidered family crests on kimonos. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before this country even existed.
Wow, real craftsmen. They're a dying breed. Hey, maybe you can embroider my costume sometime.
Anyway, like I said, there's not much demand for that kind of thing here. So I had to take a job working the cash register at a burger joint. Pretending to smile.
That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen.
Now then, witness. Now then, witness. Were you there? You in the restaurant at the time of the incident?
Oh, yes. I was eating some seeds over a cup of Javachino.
You were eating some... Sure, man.
Seeds?
What do you think these are, huh?
I see. You saw everything that happened, Gramps.
Did I? Oh, yes, I did. I saw it all.
Then please, tell the court we're all ears.
Sure. I'll tell you every last detail.
He's really getting into this.
Bro is having a great time.
Oh, boy.
We are not, on the other hand.
Yeah, we are not.
Do we
This
ever,
young
though?
man.
What's up?
I said, does Phoenix ever have a great time?
No.
The young man was reading the sports paper. The serving girl brought him a Javachino, but she put something in it. The man took one sip of it, looked like he was in a terrible pain, and then collapsed. That's the serving girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well.
Mr. Kudo, she is not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress.
Ah, you're as bad as the rest of them. All these newfangled words. What's wrong with the old-fashioned ones, hmm?
I feel like waitress
you
is
know what?
decently old, but alright, whatever, man.
I was like, dude, you know what? You do you, buddy. Newfangled?
All this talk of radios and glasses. It's wireless and spectacles, I tell you.
Hey, I know a guy who loves radio. In fact, he broadcasts streams on fucking Has-Been Hotel. I rewatched it recently since season 2 starts tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
So yeah. Excuse me?
Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't let the old days slip away. You know, it seems to me that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV.
I'm gonna kill myself. Anyways.
Where are those good old-fashioned values? How do I use...
Lucky there's a family guy.
Can do.
Laugh and cry.
Stupidity. Well, I think it's time we begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, Your Honor.
Pumpkin pie. It's one of my favorite. One of my favorite, like gag ones.
Yeah, like where Stewie forgets one of his lines and he just goes, "Oh, pumpkin pie," and then everyone's just like, "Oh, friggin' Stewie, you screwed it up." There you go, right there in the defendant's chair. Remember her well. Sure, why not? All right, hold it, hold it.
What am I holding?
Your horses. You said, "I remember her well," in reference to the waitress. Did she have any particular features that you can identify her by?
Particular features? Ah, it's a disgrace, that's what it is.
Sorry?
You can see all the way up to her, you know. She's practically naked in that uniform.
Alright, bub.
I don't think she is, actually, but, you know, whatever. So the particular feature you recognize about the waitress is her outfit? But anyone could wear such a uniform. Even me.
I mean, he could.
He could. I suppose you could.
Mr. Wright, please spare the court any further mental anguish from that image.
Oh, come on. You know I could rock it.
You know, I think Phoenix could. Don't get all excited, Nick. You gotta keep yourself together.
I guess I got a bit carried away. Ah! There are other things I recognize about her, too. He seems pretty sure of himself. What should I do? Press harder. Sure, you saw a waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether that waitress was Mickey. But what matters is whether that waitress was Maggie Bird or not.
Quite right. Mr. Kudo, these other features you recognized about the defendant. I would ask you to add them to your testimony.
Sure.
I love its fucking nose.
It's actually straight up bright red.
There was a ribbon in her hair, and her apron straps were loose.
You know what? Let's hold back on that. Actually,
Hold it! Hold it!
hold it. You do seem to remember several details about her appearance, but what about the most crucial detail of all? Her face.
Ah! As if I wouldn't remember that.
The witness not noticed the strap on the accused apron. He's unlikely to make a mistake about her face.
That's right. I can even tell you the color of the ribbon in her hair. It was red.
You see, there's nothing wrong with the witness's eyes.
There's no doubt he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get the feeling there's something more to this somehow. Ask about the waitress's back, sure. The identifying features you described are all things you would see from the back.
So what?
Is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front at all?
Ha! He's got you there, Gramps.
People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. But the witness's testimony is nothing but straps and ribbons.
This is harassment. I tell you, I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons. I'm just telling you what I saw.
Mr. Kudo, the court requests that you add details about any identifying feature. Features you observed from the front, that is, to your testimony.
Sure.
Some man's testimony is getting longer and longer.
And if I can't find a hole in it soon, it'll get even longer, I bet.
There wasn't anything in that caught my interest about her when I saw her from the front.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. And not the enormous red stain that would have been there.
Yep.
Objection! The fact that worked.
Sometimes you just gotta accept it.
Sure, man. It's just hold it. It's just hold it that doesn't work, man.
Can't hold it.
Mr. Kudo, I'd like you to please take a look at this.
Ah! That filthy thing would suit a filth like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like just after he's done eating.
Dang.
Damn.
Alright, my bad. Have you ever seen this before?
Of course I haven't. Do you think I'd forget something as dirty as that, huh? Well, you half-witted clot.
Oh.
What? What is it? Ever since I said you half-witted clot, there's been an eerie silence in here.
Mr. Kudo, this apron is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning. And as you said yourself, you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means, if you had really seen this apron before... Yeah, you know what I'm getting at. You couldn't have possibly seen the waitress from the front. Oopsie. Why are you like this?
Witness! You can't just oops your way out of this one.
Eto. Bleh.
You're not an anime girl.
Ah, dang it.
Well, well. Looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hand. Listen, Trite. Here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant. That being the defendant, Maggie Bird. Exactly. And when that one waitress put the poison into the coffee cup, this old guy was watching. I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you remember seeing. Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps.
You can rely on me, Captain. My noggin's in perfect working order.
I highly doubt that, but alright, sure.
I can't remember a single occasion when I forgot what burger a customer wanted.
Okay. He can't remember. Probably more like he messed up so many times he's blocking it out. Very well. Let's test to see just how good your memory and attention to detail is, Mr. Kudo. Tell us what you remember about the victim.
Alright.
He was wearing another one of those pesky young types. He was another one of those pesky young types wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand, and the noisy brat kept rustling its pages. The young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that well. And then the serving girl in question brought over the Javachino. Little Fidget picked it up and picked up the cup with his free hand and took a sip.
Testimony we have just heard was a test of how credible the witness's memory is. Seems to me that he remembers the victim in great deal of detail.
Oh, yes. Hate those you-know-what types who are so vague about everything.
How are we gonna handle this, Nick?
We only need to do one thing. We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shot.
Just trip him up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel?
Not more than he is to birds. It's, I suppose. But it's what I do best.
He was another...
Yeah, another one of those pesky young types wearing a brown pair of spectacles. Newspaper was in his right hand. Listening to the wireless. Serving girl in question brought over the cappuccino. Picked it with his free hand and took a sip, which means the free hand would have been the left. However, this is pretty clearly picked up from the right because of this, and the handle being towards the right.
So, objection! Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of the testimony? That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory? I know. There's nothing wrong with my memory, I tell you. Nothing. If I got anything wrong, I'll eat these seeds and sing the pigeon song.
Can't you tell us where this is going, Trite?
According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand, while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make that his left. Ha! What is this, kindergarten? But I would like the court to please take a look at this.
This is the cup the victim used, correct?
Yes, and on the rim you'll notice a mark left by the victim's lips.
Yes, there is a stain left by the coffee.
If you consider where that stain is, you'll clearly see that the victim was holding the cup with his right hand. But how? Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. You said you'd eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song!
I don't know what the pigeon song is.
I don't think I want to know what the pigeon song is.
Ah!
Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable. I think the
Wait! If you think I'm going to stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad, you're wrong! I don't care about that dirty coffee cup. I know what I saw.
You still insist on your testimony.
That young brat is holding that cup in his left hand. Oh yes, no question. I'm a good law-abiding citizen, I am. It's that dead young hotbot and you spiky-haired yahoo who are at fault. Who, me?
Then, thank you, old man. We've heard quite enough from you already.
Don't call me old man, old man! Been around for 68 years, I have. You can't ignore me. Listen to what I've got to say!
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but... Sure, why not hear a little more?
Ooh.
Mr. Godot? But this is my 16th cup of... Jesus fuck, dude.
He's been drinking them down.
Dude's gonna unlock the secret fucking 25th hour at this rate. This is your final stand.
You know that one moment in Futurama when
The final stand. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The 100th cup of coffee.
Yeah, the 100th cup of coffee. You think that's just how Godot permanently is? He's just
Yes.
always like that.
Oh, thank you, Captain. You can rely on Victor. The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. He kept fiddling with it all the time. He's fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too. And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand.
We know the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye.
I believe that's called a scouter, Your Honor.
It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor often used by programs. And say it.
Yeah, okay, I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen a programmer use these, but sure, man.
A monitor? You mean like a television screen? The inside of the lens is a screen that displays computer data. It's called an HMD. It's a common tool in this victim's line of work.
HD, TV, DVD, CD. All these newfangled letters drive me mad. Ah, but they don't matter. I know what I saw, and I'm telling the truth.
It's true. He doesn't seem to be lying.
And those are the facts in good old black and white.
Cross-examination.
Alright, let's see. Left or right hand? Wait, hang on. Same side of his specs, wait. Where is... On the same side of... Wait, if it also has an earpiece, then why would you put it... Why would you put the earpiece on your left ear when the left eardrum was ruptured?
Yeah.
Hold on. Objection! Objection! There we go. Not sure what the relevance of this is, but, Mr. Kudo, there's something very strange about your observations of the victim.
What?
You say he was wearing an earpiece on the same side as the HMD.
No question. You can lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. I could only see that side of his head from where I was sitting.
Well, I don't think so.
What did you say?
You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo, but the victim couldn't hear with his left ear.
His eardrum was ruptured.
Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. Anyways, you said we could lock you up? Bailiff?
Yep. Get him. Eat him!
Bailiff, crush his balls, thank you.
Jesus fuck. That's a bit much.
After everything he's put us through, he deserves it. I think he deserves it.
Give him the Yoda death sound. Wish I could play it over Discord.
Yeah, I wish.
It's on my sound.
That's right.
That's only on my soundboard, particularly for, mostly for call it.
Lego Star Wars. Fair enough. That's right. It's impossible that the victim was wearing his earpiece on his left ear. Because he couldn't even hear in that ear.
Is that true, Captain?
Hmm? It is.
Pigeon! Pretty pigeon!
Order! Order! Order!
This witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind, and he claims the victim was wearing an earpiece when we know his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Cadeau?
A single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in the... This old man is my drop of milk.
Captain! Are you calling me a drip?
The victim's cup of coffee in which the potassium cyanide was found The mark on the rim clearly shows the victim picked it up with his right hand.
I'll never back down. I know I'm right. The lad drank his Javachino with his left hand.
Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly, the victim used both hands. He took a sip with the cup, and held in his right, and then switched to his left. That's what the old man saw.
Impossible. Witnesses clearly testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of the coffee.
Which hand the victim used to pick up the cup is irrelevant, Your Honor. The fact of it still stands. With one hand or the other, Mr. L drank the poisoned coffee. Like this!
And then just downs the whole cup. Jeez.
Sadly, Mr. Godot, that doesn't wash. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the witness's memory was credible. And the results are clear. The testimony given by this witness is useless!
I believe it is time to conclude today's proceeding. I'm satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court. But to be frank, his testimony is a farce.
Did you have to be so frank? Take that, you pompous old man!
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo. You can't reach me from there.
Aw, man.
Also, I think that's assault.
Oh, man.
Placing you in contempt of court. I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. This is all for now. This court is adjourned.
Alright, well. Never mind then.
Wait! If we stop now, where does that leave me?
Leave you, Mr. Kudo? I mean, you're going to jail for assault.
Aw, man. Thanks to that blue-suited young upstart over there. I'm just a public old man who can't even dot his T's or cross his I's now.
No, it's fine. Whatever, sure.
How was your bad memory my fault?
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do.
I've kept my mouth shut until now. But there's something else the court should know.
What?
No, there's more.
To be completely honest, it might not be anything. But I want another chance. I want another crack at you, you young shark.
Me?
He's looking at me like I'm some sort of evil shogun. Well, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown? The final chapter in this eccentric old man's scrapbook.
Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee.
What have you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the coffee you want if you come to my house after the trial. I may be 68 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man.
That is enough, witness. I believe it'll be quicker for the court to hear your testimony.
You bet. Much, much quicker.
I can't believe this is happening.
on, you better get ready, youngster. I get the picture, just quit throwing those seeds at me, would you? He's gotta be using some sort of infinite ammo code with that box of seeds. Oh. Alright, Phoenix.
What the fuck?
First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure myself. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his Javachino. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. It broke, and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, hmm?
Is that all?
Just want to check something real quick. Okay.
How?
Alright, cool. Yeah. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah. Yes, that's all. I remember it perfectly. Eh? You're doubting me again? You're doubting a poor, defenseless old man.
No, we are not doubting you, Mr. Kudo.
It's not that we don't believe you, it's just... we don't believe you.
Don't you get the feeling there's a question hanging on everyone's lip?
Yeah. So what, probably. That's all I can think of, and I had to cross-examine the guy. You're a bird brain! That's why, that's all you can think of! Oh my god, Teto bird brain? I love Kasane Teto.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your final cross-examination, please.
Alright, yeah, we know. We know. Alrighty then. Yeah, first of all, I want to stress that... Slumped over the table as soon as I took one sip of the cappuccino. Set the vase, knocked it over. Broke it. Yeah, we know. Objection! Mr. Kudo, there's a photograph of the crime scene. Huh, so what? Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact. Lost your tongue, Granddad? I'm no granddad of yours, Hopscotch! Ow! Ow! Ow!
Enough! If you throw any more seeds, the courtroom closed will be all night.
Ah!
What is it now?
I just remembered something. Yes, go on. The broken vase. It was on my table.
Dumbass. Dude's an idiot.
Okay.
I don't think this dude's been helpful whatsoever.
It's actually straight up given no good information.
I don't think he can. I think he's just an idiot.
Okay, buddy.
What? Well, you see. It startled me when that young lad collapsed, so I stood up. That must have been when it fell over. The vase on my table, I mean.
The vase on your table?
I'm still here, but I'm keeping this. If you didn't do the whole bitch, you lose my screen right away.
He's leaving soon.
Yeah, it was on my table. And that's how my groin came to be completely soaked.
Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for...
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'd like to ask a question now. Have I been any use at all?
Perhaps that's something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo.
Wait a minute! If that's the case, there's more! I've got more to say! Oh, yes, I remember something else.
No, you don't. England, get the witness out of the courtroom.
Wait! Listen to me!
And then he was... Well, we seem to have been considerably sidetracked. I still have no position to deliver a verdict. I'm still in no position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as a waitress in question. Additionally, there are 2 discrepancies in the testimony so far we have heard thus far.
The mark on the coffee cup that the victim supposedly drank from with his left hand, and the earpiece, which was inserted into his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear.
Wow, Nick, you did it! I therefore require both the defense and the prosecution to further investigate the fact.
Yes, Your Honor.
There's one more thing before I call an end to today's session.
One more thing, Your Honor.
The witness we just heard from. He's most insistent that his testimony should be of use. So he summarized it accordingly into this statement.
Okay.
You may each have a copy if you wish. Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need props like that. That was really mad, huh?
I'd be too!
Yeah, I would be too.
I'm very well. Here you are, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies. My own, yours, and Mr. Godot.
Yes, Your Honor.
Victor's testimony added to the court record.
I'm sorry. This isn't a piece of testimony, more like a 5-year-old's apology.
I honestly, the first time I played this, I thought it was actually gonna add 3 times. Because I was so used to this game's style of humor.
God, it would have been so funny if it did, though.
Yeah, I was so used to this game's style of humor that my prediction, I was like, it's gonna be like, Victor's testimony added, Victor's testimony added, Victor's testimony added. I 100% thought was the wrong.
God, that'd be so funny.
Yeah, I'm sad it didn't do that, because that would have been the best joke.
Oh, real.
When the incident occurred, I broke the vase at my seat. Sorry.
What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies? That is all. Court is adjourned. All right, we'll have to continue this next time.
Yep. And we just saved, so I can just close this out. All right. We got through the first case for the first trial of case 3 finally. Wow.
And don't worry, it'll only be another month before we stream this again.
Man,
Fucking current track record of bullshit.
don't worry about it. Anyways,
I see Tenner's up, so.
is here? Yeah, sure. Let's rate Tenor. It's been a hot minute.
What's our raid hashtag?
Hashtag. Hashtag 3 copies. All right.
3
So
copies? More like
co-
3 houses.
Anyways, tomorrow's going to be more Final Fantasy 14.
Finally starting the near raids.
Woo! And then after that is going to be more Trails of Cold Steel 2.
Yep.
Can't believe we're close to the end of that game, dude.
Oh yeah, we are pretty damn close.
Friday's going to be more Lego Star Wars. I hope
Hopefully Keith could run.
hopefully I can run down again. Or hopefully I can run down starting on Friday, but it's fine. Anyways, Saturday is going to be more Pokemon Emerald with Remy.
Yeah. I off screen I've leveled up Gooner, so we got that.
Oh,
Anyway,
boy.
yeah.
Anyways, that's all from me. So I'll see you tomorrow here again with 7 for Final Fantasy 14. Later, gamers.
Bye for now.